Welcome back to Learning with me, Ms. Killen, here at MPB. We are still in our Unit 10, Statistics with One Variable. We're looking at Lesson 4 today. More practice with the statistics. We are looking at S-ID.2 and 3. Before we really get into a lot of concepts, I want us to make sure that we're doing the practice that we need to do with these different ones that we've learned. So that's what this lesson is. So let's go ahead and look and see what we got. Francisco used a box and whiskers plot to represent the price of PSP games that he bought. What would be the median of his data? All right, so my median would be this right here. So then if A, B, C, and D are possible answers, what could we say is his median amount? Well, obviously, it's not 35 because that would be here. It's not 55 because that's somewhere right here. 45 would be about right there. Or 60 is up here. So I would say that 45 is my median amount. All right, so let's look. The average of grades in Mr. Parker's geology class are as follows. We have those grades. Now it says, construct a box plot for the data set, label the 5-number summary, construct a dot plot for the data set, and construct a histogram for the data set. So let's go ahead and start first by making a frequency table to see what we've got with these information and see if we can put it in some sort of order. So here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to look at putting it in numerical order, and then let's do a frequency table. So my lowest number I would say is 70, and then my lowest number would be 78, and 78, and 78, and 86, 87, 88, 88, 90, 93, 93, 94, and 95. So let's double check. My 88, my 95, my 86, 88, 93, 87, 93, 78, 70, 78, 94, 90, and 78. All right, so now that we've got all of our numbers put in an order, now it says construct a box plot. So let's go ahead and construct that box plot. So I'm going to start it at 70, and then my highest is going to be at 95. So I'm going to make this line. So we need to find what our median is, which is in the middle. So remember how I told you, 1 and 1, 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 1 and 1. So my median is going to be that 88. So I'm going to put min, max, and median. So what I need to do now is find that Q1 and Q3. Now remember how we found that Q1 and Q3? We have to look at our upper and our lower percents. So if I get the median or the middle number here, what would I have? Take these two, add them together, and divide by 2. So my Q3 is going to be 93. Same as up here, we're going to take this lower half and find the middle. Take these two, add them together, and divide by 2, and so 78. So my box and whiskers, or my box plot, depending on how you see it, would look something like this. 25, 25, 25, and 25%. That's what my box plot is going to look like. So now it tells me, which we did, we labeled our 5-number summary. Now I want to construct a dot plot. So let's go ahead and construct that dot plot. So I'm going to put 70, and then I had 78, I had 86, I had 87, I had 88, I had 90, 93, 94, and 95. I had 170, 1, 2, 3 78s. I had 186, 187, 1, 2 88s, 190, 1, 2 93s, 194, and 195. So there is my dot plot. Shows all the different frequencies of my numbers. And then it says for me to construct a histogram. So let's go ahead and construct this histogram. So my histogram is, I'm going to put it at the bottom. I'm going to have, this is my histogram, and I'm going to put average grades as my title. I'm going to have number of grades, and then I'm going to have grade intervals down here, and I'm going to make my grade intervals from 70 to 80 to 90. So let's see. Let's do 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My 80s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we go. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from 70 to 79, I had 4. From 80 to 89, I had 4. And then from 90 to 99, I had 5. So I've got box and whiskers or box plot. I've got my dot plot, and I've got my histogram, all about the same data. So depending on what it asks you to do, you can use the same data to make multiple different types of graphs. Good job. Now, it says use the following data sets to complete the table. Construct box plot for both data sets. So let's go ahead and look at this. Let's look at A. I always want to make sure that I put this in numerical order. So A, let's go ahead and put it in numerical order. We've got 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 13, 15, 18, 19, and 23. So I need to find my min. So that would be 1. My max would be 23. Let's go ahead and find the median. I'm going to take these. I am going to add them together and divide by 2. And I am going to get what? Let's see. 1, oh, no, that's incorrect. Because I missed, this one goes to this one, 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 so 9 is going to be my median. It's very, very, very important that you make sure that you check off all of those numbers to find that middle number. Just like I did, I missed one number, so you always want to go back. Kind of like measure twice before you cut. All right, so let's see. Now I need my Q1. So let's just look at the bottom half of this. So I've got 1, 3, 5, 7, and 8. So let's see. So my Q1 is going to be 5. Now let's look at my top half. So I've got 13, 15, 18, 19, and 23. And we have 18. All right, so let's go ahead and graph this. So I've got 1, I've got 23, whoops. I've got 23, my Q1 is 5, my median is 9, and my Q3 is 18. So it's going to look something similar to that. All right, so now let's do the second one. Same way. I'm going to do it up here without talking while you do it on your desk or your paper. And then once you get done, look back up and see what we got. So here we go. Check your work, check my work. Did you get the min and max correct? Did you get that Q1 and Q3 right? Your middle or your median, did you get that correct? We're making sure we're marking off on both sides to come to that exact middle. So if you've got that, you're doing a great job. So here we go. Now, the best tool that we have for this statistic is this calculator skill. So I'm going to want you to grab your calculator and we're going to use the calculator to work this. So it says, let's see how to use the calculator. Let's make box plots and dot plots in our calculator with the following data. Whoa, wait a minute. We're going to put data in the calculator and make that box plot and that dot plot. Exactly. So here we go. I want you to go ahead and pull up your calculator. You might want to write this data set down, both of them, data 1 and data 2, just so you have it with you. If you need to, you pause the video and write all this data set down. So this is the data that we're going to use, and then we're going to plug it in our calculator. So here we go. All right, so now that we pulled up our calculator, let's go ahead and plug in what we're going to do. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to go to our stat button. We're going to hit stat button and we're going to edit some lists. So I'm going to go to my number 1 and we have L1 and L2 and so forth. We're going to put our numbers in L1 and then we're going to put how many times we see those numbers in our data set in L2. So just watch and see what I do. So I'm going to put in my numbers, which are, let's see, I've got 3, I've got 4, I've got 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 15, 19, and 21. So I put the data in. Now I'm going to go back over, I'm going to scroll I'm going to scroll right up to the top of L2 and put how many times I see each one of these data points. So I only see 3 one time. I see 4 twice. I see 5 2 times. 6 I see 4 times. 7 is twice. 9 is once. 11 is once. 12 is 2 times. 15 is 2 times. 19 is once. And 21 is once. So now L1 is our data points, L2 is our frequency. Okay, now that we put in our L1 and our 2, we need to go to second quit to get back to our normal screen. Now we want to go ahead and graph that data. So we're going to go to second y equals. Now it says stat plots. We're going to want to put number 1. And we need to turn it on, so we're going to press enter. So it's turned on. Then, since we're doing a box plot, I'm going to scroll down to my type and scroll over to my box plot. And I'm going to press enter. Now let's go to the graph and graph it. So I'm going to hit graph. Now, I can only see part of that box and whiskers or that box plot, so I'm going to hit my zoom button, and I'm going to go all the way down to zoom stat, which is number 9, and there we are. I've got my min and my max. I've got my Q1 and Q3 plus my median. Now, what if I put all this data in and I want to know from my calculator what all my 5 numbers are? Well, you hit trace. Down here at the bottom it says min is 9, so I'm going to scroll left. Q1 is 5, my min is 3, let's scroll right. Q3 is 15, and my max is 21. So me putting in that L1 and L2 list, my numbers in L1 are my data points, and then L2 is the frequency that I see those numbers, it can tell me my 5 number summary. Miss Killen, that's like a game changer. Yes, it is. We have the tool in our toolbox, might as well use it, right? All right, so let's go back to our PowerPoint. And now that we've found these, let's go ahead and write them. So I've got my min, which we said was what? 3. We had our max as 21. My Q1 we said was, what did we say our Q1 was? Let's go back and look. My Q1 was 5, and then my Q3 is 15. So let's go ahead and put those. My Q1 is 5, my Q3 is 15, and we said that my median was 9. So now let's go ahead and put our data set 2 in here. All right, so let's go back to our calculator. We want to go back to stat. Now, I need to clear the 2 lists that I put into my calculator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit number 4 that says clear list. I'm going to hit number 4 and enter. And I'm going to go back and put clear list, which is number 4, and enter, and it's not working. So number 4 and enter. Kimberly, here we go. We have number 4, and let's press enter. I don't know why this is not wanting to do it. So let's just go back to stat and clear them by ourselves. So we're going to go to number 1 and edit. Remember, we scroll up to the list we're talking about, and we press clear and enter, and it clears it. And then we go back up and press clear and enter, and it clears it. So we've learned 2 different ways to clear it. In your calculator, when you go to that number 4 to clear the list, it should work. My calculator apparently has been stubborn. I don't know. So, but we also have the other way of going up and highlighting the L1 and the L2 to clear the list. Whichever way works for you, good to go. All right, so now let's put in our second table of data. So I've got, let's see, 3, and I've got 4, and I've got 5, 6, and I've got 7. We have 10, 11, we have 14, 16, 20, and 22. So let's scroll and go to L2. Now, how many do you see of 3s? I see 1. So I'm going to put a 1. Let's see about the 4s. We have 1, 4. Oop, I see 2 3s. So that's a good point for us to make. You can always go back and change. So I have 2 3s. We have, let's see, how many 4s? We have 1 4. How many 5s do we see? I see 1 5. How many 6s do you see? I see 1 2 3 6s. How many 7s? 1 2 3 7s. How many 10s? I see 1 10. How many 11s? I see 1 11. 14, we have 1 14. 16, we have 1 2 16s. We have 1 20, and we have 1 22. So now that we put both lists in, let's go back, turn on our dot plot, our box and whiskers plot, and see what that looks like. So here we go. We're going to go to second y equals. We're going to do number 1. We're going to turn it on by pressing enter, and then we're going to scroll down and go back over here to our box plot and press enter. Now let's go to the graph. Here's our box plot. So let's scroll left and right and see what we got. We're going to press trace. Our median is 10. Our Q1 is 5. Our minimum is 3. Our Q3 is 16. And our max is 22. So let's go ahead and write those down. So we have 3, 5, 10, 16, and 22. So we've got our min was 3. Our max was 22. Q1, Q3, and our min was 10. We said that our Q1 was what? Let's go back and look what our Q1 was. So our Q1 we said was 5 and our Q3 is 16. So we've got our Q1 is 5 and our Q3 is 16. So we've had 2 data sets. We didn't have to do all that adding and multiplying and finding out what we had. We simply put it into our calculator by going to statistics. So that's what that button is for, to use with your statistics. So let's look at else what we got. It says use the following data sets to make the graph. Construct a box plot for the data set, use your calculator, and tell the 5-number summary. So here we go. Let's see what we've got. First, we're going to put it in numerical order. So I've got 0. We have any more zeros? Nope. Then we have a 3. Any more 3s? Nope. Next one is 4. I have 1 4. I have 2 4s. The next one is 5. I have 1 5, 2 3 5s. 1 2 3. The next is 6. 1 2 3 6s. 1 2 3. Let's look at 7. 1. Whoop, there's another 6. 7. So we have 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Let's look at 8s. Do you see any 8s? Yep, there's 1 8 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Let's look at 9s. 9 9 9. There's 1 9. There's 1 9, 2 9s, 3 9s. 1 2 3. What about 10s? Do you see another 10? There's 1 2 3. So there's 3 10s. 1 2 3. 11, I see 1. And then I see 12. All right, so let's do a frequency table. I have 3, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we had 1 0, we had 1 3, we had 2 4s, we had 3 5s, we had 4 6s, we had 4 7s, we had 4 8s, we had 3 9s, we had 3 10s, we had 1 11, and 1 12. So I want you to plug these 2 lists into your calculator. So we're going to stat, we're going to number 1 because we are editing. We need to, if we have any numbers in these lists, clear them. So now in my L1, I am going to put my numbers 0, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. In L2, I'm going to put the frequency that I see them. So I have for 0, we had 1. We had 1 3, 2 4s, 3 5s, 4 6, 4 7, 4 8, 3 9s, 3 10s, 1 11, and 1 12. So now I'm going to go to my second y equals and turn on this dot plot. So number 1, I'm going to press enter. I'm going to turn it on, go down to where it looked like our box plot, not dot plot, but box plot. So now that I turned that on, I'm going to go to graph. I am going to hit zoom and number 9, which zooms into my statistics. I can press trace to find all my different information. So let's go ahead and write this down on our paper. So we have our minimum, which is what? Obviously a 0. Our Q1, we said is, or our calculator says it's 4. Our median is 7. Our Q3 is 10, and obviously the max is 12. So we found all of this different information using our calculators. All we had to do is find the numbers, find the frequency, plug it in our list 1 and list 2, and then tell our calculator to find that box and whiskers or that box plot and tell us what that information was. This is the best tool ever, guys. Don't resist using it, embrace it. It will help you every single time. Thank you for joining me here at MPB in our Unit 10 Statistics with One Variable, and as always, have a great day.